Palace Intrigue now has merch. Check out the hats, t-shirts, mugs, and other great items with Palace Intrigue, Deep Crown, Good Times, Kate is Wonderful, and more. There's free shipping, and for a limited time, get 10% off with the code NEWMERCH10. Go to caloroga.com, that's CALOROGA.com, or look for the link in the show notes. We really appreciate your support for the show. Thanks.
Caloroga Shark Media.
Hello and welcome to Palace Intrigue. I am your host, Mark Francis. Don't expect Charles nor William to be hosting Netflix cooking shows or podcasts anytime soon. Although, to be fair, Charles does have a nice side hustle selling jam. Anyway, King Charles, as head of state, is set to receive £132 million from the UK Treasury in the 25-26 tax year. This represents a significant increase of over £45 million from the current financial year's £86 million. Much of this increased funding will be allocated towards the planned £369 million restoration of Buckingham Palace. The Treasury will reassess the amount King Charles receives once these renovation works are completed. The increase is based on the profits of the Crown Estate from 2 years prior. The Crown Estate reported a profit of £1.1 billion in the last financial year, largely due to the success of offshore wind farms. The announcement of the funding changes drew criticism, especially considering the economic challenges faced by the general public. The Guardian highlighted that the Treasury's portrayal of the changes as a pay cut for the King was misleading, given the substantial increase in absolute terms due to higher Crown Estate profits. Historically, the profits from the Crown Estate were managed by the sovereign, who used the funds for public services. This system changed in 1760 under King George III, who allowed Parliament to manage the revenue, paying the monarch a lump sum for royal duties. The Sovereign Grant Act of 2011 further refined this system, pegging the monarch's funding to a percentage of Crown Estate profits. Meanwhile, Prince William received over £23 million from the Duchy of Cornwall in his first full financial year managing the estate, from April of 23 to March of 24. The duchy, established by King Edward III in 1337, continues to serve its original purpose of providing income to the Prince of Wales. The annual income of £23 million funds William's official duties, charitable interests, and the future needs of his children. The Duchy of Cornwall, alongside the Duchy of Lancaster, which provides a private income to the King, consists of extensive land and property holdings. The royals receive all post-tax profits from these estates. Despite their historical roots, the duchies face criticism from some quarters. Graham Smith, chief executive of Republic, an anti-monarchy organisation, argued that the profits should be redirected to public services and local communities instead of benefiting wealthy royals. He stated, "We do not owe the royals a living. We do not owe them palatial homes, private helicopter travel, or lives of leisure and luxury." In response to the financial report, a royal official highlighted that William and Kate have made private donations to various causes over the past year. These include the London Air Ambulance, aid for Ukraine, relief for hurricane-affected Caribbean regions, and the mental health text service Shout. Although the amounts of these donations were not disclosed, it was revealed that the couple plans to launch a significant mental health initiative later this year to support rural communities. Since inheriting the title of Duke of Cornwall following Queen Elizabeth II's death in September of 22, Prince William has been actively involved in managing the duchy. Alastair Martin, the duchy's secretary and keeper of the records, mentioned that William communicates frequently via WhatsApp, reflecting a modern approach to estate management. Martin noted, "His Royal Highness the 24th Duke would telephone me. His Royal Highness the 25th Duke will WhatsApp me. There will be weekends when my WhatsApp message will be in double figures and I will be very responsive. If something has gone well or badly, I will want to tell my boss and he'll be straight back." Martin said that with a straight face, as if William might be expected to communicate by sending a courier on horseback. Royal commentator, royal expert Ingrid Seward stuck up for the royals, telling the Daily Mirror, "King Charles knew having so many working royals was costing far too much. He immediately reduced the number. No more jumping in and out of helicopters as they used to. They are all now extremely conscious of the costs and the unsustainable impact on the environment. They are representing what is supposed to be the best of Britain. If we are not prepared to fund them properly, we shouldn't have them. They are excellent value for money." Palace Intrigue will be right back. With all this royal financial news, once again, eyes were on the royal train. The royal family has had its own dedicated train since the time of Queen Victoria. The current royal train came into service in 1977, marking Queen Elizabeth II's Silver Jubilee. The first dedicated royal carriage was introduced in 1840. Queen Victoria, initially sceptical about rail travel, embraced it after a journey from Slough to Paddington in 1842, describing it as delightful and so quick. The train's exterior is a highly polished burgundy known as Royal Claret with royal crests, black coach lining and a grey roof. It has 9 carriages, though not all are always used. Contrary to what some might expect, the interior is more functional than luxurious. Royal aides have described its bathroom fixtures as you can find in Homebase or B&Q, and the decor is very G-plan, popular in the 1960s and 70s. Typically, only senior royals like King Charles, Queen Camilla, and the Prince and Princess of Wales use the train. In the past, the Queen's corgis and other members of the royal family have travelled on it. The train is used for official engagements and longer journeys around the UK, such as trips to Scotland or Norfolk. It allows the royals to travel overnight and arrive rested for a full day of engagements. King Charles has his own lounge car with a bedroom, bathroom and study featuring a small writing desk and a blue and white floral patterned sofa that matches the curtain fabric. The other carriages include dining cars, a general-purpose saloon for senior staff, a sleeping car for junior staff and a carriage for escort staff and maintenance workers. A royal chef usually joins the train with menus meticulously planned. The cost of the royal train met by the taxpayer has long been controversial. In the 2019-2020 financial year, 3 trips cost more than £63,000. During the Golden Jubilee year of 2002, journeys cost $872,000, with an additional service contract cost of $300,000 per year. In 2017, a trip from London to Queanbeyan, I know I've mispronounced that, by Charles cost £18,000, equating to £130 per mile. A standard anytime rail ticket for the same journey at the same time costs just £1.30 per mile. Royal aides believe the train offers the best option for safety, security, efficiency and minimal disruption to others. The Queen preferred it for its privacy and convenience, especially since it allows travel in bad weather and removes the need for early starts. The train often travels overnight to avoid disrupting other trains and eliminates the need for accommodation arrangements. Meghan Markle accompanied the Queen to Cheshire on the royal train in 2018 for her first joint royal engagement with the monarch. The royal train is pulled by one of 2 Class 67 locomotives, the Queen's Messenger and Royal Sovereign, both decorated in Royal Claret livery. These run on environmentally friendly biofuel made from waste vegetable oil. In the past, trains named Prince William and Prince Henry, named after the human William and his brother Harry, were a pair of Royal Class 47 locomotives that pulled the train, but they were retired in 2004. In 2000, a royal bodyguard accidentally discharged his gun on the train while the Queen was sleeping. The bullet hole can still be seen on a table in the staff dining car. In 1980, a front-page story claimed that Lady Diana Spencer had been sneaked aboard the royal train to be with Charles 3 months before their engagement. Charles, Diana, and her mother always insisted the tale was false. It is extremely unlikely that we will ever see the Duchess of Sussex on the royal train ever again, if for no other reason than the train is in the UK. And there you have it. If you'd like to email us, our address is thepalaceintrigue@gmail.com. Please follow us on Spotify, Apple, or the app of your choice. Write us a review, leave some stars. And don't forget, we have merch and subscriptions available. You can get the link in the show or episode notes. I'm Mark Francis. My thanks to John McDermott. This is Palace Intrigue. Good times.